guest today is a very busy man. He has a laundry list of titles. Retired member of the United States Army Reserve, international business consultant, senior tax accountant, business owner, entrepreneur, investor, and soon-to-be millionaire. Yeah, you heard it right. And of the millions he claims to be on the verge of making, so far his grand total collected is zero. Take a look.
I currently have 5 inheritance deals and 1 investment deal. There's 1 inheritance deal for $100 million, 1 for $65 million, 1 for $32.7 million, 1 for $25.6 million, 1 for $1.7 million. And then I do have an investment deal, it's $25 million. If I added up all the deals, it would be between $200 and $250 million. And my cut, if I had 40%, would be about $80 million roughly. I haven't made any money on these deals as of right now, but the potential there is huge.
Steve says in order to make money, you need to spend money.
As a consultant for my clients, I take care of any and all expenses that they need paid, medical expenses, personal expenses, food, hotel, transaction fees. That's the biggest thing. There's a late fee for this, $500, or you have to restore the transaction, it's $500, or you got to do an extension, that's $625, and it just seems like it goes on and never ends.
Things get extra complicated here.
I met Kelly on a dating website June 7th of 2012. I just love her. She's very beautiful and warm, kind, caring, and loving. Kelly's about 5'7". She's got long, dark black hair. This photo here, she's in the water and she's busty. I like that, obviously. Kelly is an American girl currently living in Nigeria. Kelly and I correspond through email and Yahoo Messenger. It was really the first day that Kelly and I realized that we were meant for each other, we loved each other. Kelly and I did get a marriage certificate in Nigeria. I believe we are considered married there. Kelly has to stay in Nigeria because Kelly is in line to inherit $25.6 million because her parents died back in 2010 and her dad worked in the Nigerian National Petroleum Company. From the day I met her, Kelly hasn't had any money, so the way she's gotten her money is through me. Tried to call Kelly's attorney, James, to get Kelly to come online and text me. Hi, James, it's Steve. I was able to send the money. I texted the information to Kelly. She got it? A lot of the money does go towards just basic living needs, food. We had her in a hotel at one time. That was like $400 or $500 a week. There's been several times where Kelly's been in the hospital or she's been in jail, so she's needed $100, $200, $500. I've sent Kelly about $103,000 in the last 29 months. I've not met Kelly, but it doesn't matter. I love her just the same. She has an inheritance coming. I've always wanted to be a millionaire, so it's like a match made in heaven.
So listen, tell me why you're here.
Well, basically, my family hasn't been supportive of what I'm doing.
Right.
I've got several inheritance deals going on, and I've been, working hard on them, trying to get money. That's been the biggest problem.
But your family doesn't believe that these inheritance deals you're working on are legitimate.
That's correct. They don't believe it at all.
Okay, they think you're being scammed?
Exactly.
Okay, could they be right?
No.
No. Tell me about Kelly. Tell me a little bit about her. She's an American, right?
Yes.
U.S. girl?
Yes.
From?
She lived in North Dakota.
And what's she do for a living?
Well, she was going to school for nursing.
She's stuck in Nigeria?
Yes, she's been there for a couple of years.
What was she doing over there?
Well, she has to be there to sign and to help the transaction along. It's her inheritance.
Okay, well, Steve's sister, Tammy, and niece, Kadist, are joining us. Tammy, let me start with you. You don't believe this for a second.
No.
And you're concerned about this to the point that you actually you went to court and petitioned to get a conservatorship over him, where he could not spend any money, send any money to anybody for any reason, correct?
Right.
And how'd that go?
That didn't go that well.
Was that offensive to you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and you underwent some testing, right?
Yes.
And what did they tell you? What was the result of the testing?
Well, I already knew that I was intelligent.
Right.
I didn't know I had delusional disorder, but it's not going to stop me from being a millionaire.
Okay, but what did they tell you about delusional disorder?
Well, it's just my thinking is maybe a little different than other people. I grew up in a small town. I mean, I trust and I'm more trusty of people than most people are. So that makes me a little more vulnerable to, scam artists and such people.
I've got an excerpt from a police report here. It says February 12th of 2014, at approximately 11:19 a.m., a defendant herein was attempting to cash a check for $32,750 United States Treasury check, which the bank had investigated and found to be fraudulent. He thought the check was legitimate, although too good to be true. Now, where did you get this fraudulent check?
Well, it was from another deal out of Ghana that somebody was afraid of their life and they had inheritance coming and they wanted me to help them to get their money, bring it over here, and then they would meet me here.
And so you took it in and tried to cash it?
Well, deposit it, yes.
Deposit it because they wanted you to deposit it and then send them $5,000.
Well, they actually give me names of like 5 people that I was supposed to send $5,000 to, but I couldn't do it unless the check cleared.
So they're going to send you fake money so you could send them real money. Exactly. So you were getting scammed in February of this year.
Right, yep.
You're working very hard and sending every penny you can get your hands on overseas in getting your hands on this money, right?
Right.
And we're talking $25.6 million of inheritance for Kelly, the woman that you're married to, you have a marriage certificate with in Nigeria, although she's an American.
Right.
And you're delivering phone books, you're working on accounting, you're selling your blood.
Well, plasma.
Plasma, twice a month.
Twice a week.
Twice a week to get money, and you take it and send it over there. Wow, okay, and you know she exists because she went to nursing school in North Dakota, right?
Right.
We contacted North Dakota State University, which is the biggest nursing school in North Dakota, and here's their letter. This letter is to verify that Kelly Kente is not currently enrolled at North Dakota State University, and according to our records, she has never been enrolled at North Dakota State University. Well, what you're thinking?
Looks pretty bad.
My research team did find some suspicious-looking posts online about a Kelly Kente being from the following locations: Los Angeles, Melbourne, Calumet, Vincent, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Perugia, Italy, Pennington Gap, Virginia, Ghana, West Africa, Nigeria. Now, during the 29 months that you were in contact with her, there was one period that she actually came back to the United States, right?
Right.
And where was she?
In North Dakota, I assume.
And why didn't you go see her?
I was trying to go. It just never worked out. We tried to get together several times. Steve,
come on. You're in love with this woman.
Yes.
You're sending her $135,000. It's stuck in Nigeria, and she makes it all the way back to North Dakota. This is the woman you love. You are obsessed with her. You want to see her. You've got a picture. She's standing in a field thinking about you, and all of a sudden that field's in North Dakota. Well, how come she couldn't stop where you were?
I don't know.
Come, work with me here. She's come all the way from Nigeria to within a few hundred miles of where you are. The man of her dreams, the man who's selling his plasma, and she can't swing by the house to say, hey? This attorney, James Campbell, we have a contact in Nigeria named Ben. We asked him to go to the address to see if he could find James. Ben, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So tell me, you went to this location. What did you find?
When I got there, I found a boutique.
Okay, this is you say this is a boutique?
Yes. I met a lady at the boutique, and I asked her if she knows any Jen Campbell or any law firm at that address.
Uh-huh.
And she told me that there has never been a law firm at that address.
Never been a law firm at that address in 15 years.
Yeah.
Steve, you're looking at the building that's at that address, and that's the building that you see in this picture here. And that, I'm telling you, that's phony. That's not his address. We didn't stop there. We actually sent Ben in Nigeria to Kelly's actual address to see if we could meet her and invite her to come to the show. Take a look.
And I'm about to go in and knock at the door.
Hello, good afternoon. Do you know any Kelly?
What?
Do you know any Kelly?
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, maybe we'll check back. Thank you very much. I met a lady who told me that she doesn't know any Kelly and that she is the only one in the house at the moment.
Okay, so we went to Kelly's address. There's no Kelly there. So what about these parents that don't seem to exist that weren't killed on the road in Ohio in 2010 that have all of this oil shares? Steve says Kelly's dad worked for the Nigerian National Petroleum Company and he has the documents to prove it. Nigerian National Petroleum Company, we are hereby awarding allocated 900,000 barrels of Bonnie Light crude oil worth $15,600,000 United States dollars from Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation to Mr. Richard Kente under the supervision of the managing director of the company. Good luck in your way forward. Then over here, federal government of Nigeria, President Goodluck over here from the president of Goodluck, and that is the president's picture, and that is the president's name. And it's signed down here by the president, right?
Right.
Pretty good, right?
Right.
Only problem is, boy misspelled his name down here. It's down here, it's G-U-D-L-U-C-K. Up here, it's G-O-O-D-L-U-C-K. They can't even get the president's name right in the same document. Good luck, good luck. Good luck. You're trying to get rich. Mm-hmm. I understand. That's how people get scammed. There's different kinds of currency. There's monetary currency, there's emotional currency, and you're getting paid. There's a currency to this for you. It's the excitement, it's the exhilaration, it's the dream, it's living in this world where you're feeling connected to something,
Right.
to somebody. You're getting a payoff, aren't you? Because it's exciting, right?
Sure it is.
But you're missing out on the real connection of meeting somebody in your life and doing something where you're really making a contribution, because what you're doing now is just paying off some scammers.
I mean, I obviously need help.
I just want my brother back, Steve. I missed him.
It's okay. We can help you. It's okay. New path.
Getting on the right path.
My first guest, Sarah, was twice divorced and was looking for someone to love her. She went on a dating website on September 13th, 2013. She met Chris Olson. For the past 17 months, Sarah and Chris Olson have been in a relationship. She says she is completely in love with him and hopes someday to marry this man that she has never met. She hopes that I will bring them together. Take a look.
Despite my 2 marriages, I still believe in love, so I joined an online dating service. An attractive person came on there and said, "You look like you wouldn't hurt a fly." I said, "Wow, this guy's really handsome. I can't believe he's talking to me." He told me early on that he was a widower and that he had 2 daughters, and he was on a business trip to South Africa. He and I started talking on the phone relatively quickly. Gosh, I'd say 3 or 4 hours a day. His name is Christopher Piolo Olson. He's from Milan, Italy, and moved to the United States about 18 years ago. Chris has a way with words. He'll say, "How is my queen doing today?" Or he'll say, "How is my flower today? I hope she's been watered." He's very poetic when he talks to me. He's just spectacular. Chris and I have discussed getting married. I believe Chris does consider me his wife. Chris will make a comment like, "Mrs. Olson, I love you and I can't wait to be with you again." I've actually never met Chris in person, but I am definitely in love with Chris.
So who exactly is this mystery man that Sarah is so in love with, and why does he need her financial support in order to just get home?
Chris currently is in Africa. He got in a huge amount of trouble with the government and asked me to help. I've given Chris money for several reasons. His credit card was stolen. He needed money for calling cards, hotel bills, lawyers. I have sent money to his nanny. His visa expired. The money that I sent was stolen. I've sent Chris money thousands of times. In June 2014, Chris was in prison falsely accused of money laundering. I sold an apartment building and I sent $550,000 to Chris to get him out of jail. I've sent him money in South Africa, Nigeria, and Benin. He assured me that when he gets home, he's going to pay me back every dime. He's made 5 or 6 attempts to come back to the U.S. to meet me. Every time they arrest him and they put him in jail, and then they want more money. It's been like a roller coaster for me. I'm gonna have to continue to send him this money until he's free. I have questioned several times whether or not this is a scam. I am 95% certain that Chris is telling me the truth, that this is all legit. I am hoping that DrPhil can unite Chris and I.
You guys hit it off instantly, right?
Yes.
How long was it before he professed his love for you?
Gosh, it must have been 7, 8 weeks in.
Within a few months, he was writing beautiful emails to you. He said, quote, "I have already fallen in love with you, and yes, I'm so in love with you." Here's the profile according to Sarah. He's 46 years old, born in 1966. He had a wife, Debbie, and tragically she was killed in a car accident in Italy.
Correct.
He has 2 daughters, heartbroken when a girlfriend cheated on him and stole his property. He had a home in Kansas, but it was destroyed in a tornado. He moved to Gainesville, Florida, and he went to Africa to buy gems for his grandmother's company and ship them to the U.S. And he had a nanny that cared for his daughters.
Correct.
Right? And his mother took the daughters to live with her in Milan, Italy.
Correct.
And he's currently living with his attorney, but he can't leave there until he has taxes that are paid.
Yes, they have his passport.
Now, you've tried to get together a number of times, right?
Correct.
But things come up. His credit cards were stolen.
Correct.
And he contracted yellow fever.
He did.
He was on his way to see you, right?
Correct.
And got arrested at the airport?
Yeah, and I was talking to him on the phone before he got arrested.
They took him down, or?
Yeah, because the phone just went dead. And then it took several days before I heard from
And
him
you could
again.
hear the overhead speakers at the airport announcing flights in the background, right?
Yes.
And then radio silence for like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, he sold his father's property in South Africa?
Yes.
And did he get a lot of money out of that?
Yes, and I don't know how much. He didn't tell me, but
Are
it
we
was quite a
talking
bit.
like $10,000 or $1 million?
I think it's more like $1 million and something. Yeah.
Okay, and what happened to that?
He couldn't wire it into the United States from South Africa. So they told him that Nigeria had bigger banks and they're wealthier than South Africa and can send funds that way. So that's why he ended up in Nigeria, was to do that. And then ever since then, it's just been nothing but trouble for him.
Well, what happened to the money?
Part of it got stolen.
Who stole the money?
The security guy that was supposed to be helping him send the money. So they've arrested him and then arrested Chris for the same reason, saying money laundering was involved. So.
Was there any point along the way here that you said, come on, it just can't all happen to one guy?
I've thought that a lot of times.
He gets arrested at the airport, he gets yellow fever, he gets his money seized. I mean...
I know. When my parents passed away, they left me an inheritance. This is my house. My property. It's 13 acres in total. My house is 7,400 square feet. I don't think Chris knows how much property I have or how big this house is. I believe that I've spent $1 million of my inheritance on Chris. I would love Chris to be here with his 2 daughters and to sit at this table with my family. There's just enough room for all of us.
I believe my cousin is squandering her inheritance by sending it to a left scammer. The relationship between Sarah and Chris did move quickly. We come to find out a couple months into the relationship, she had sent about $50,000. Sarah is a gullible person only because she has a big heart. She wants to be loved, and it's a character flaw. Sarah finally confessed that she had sent Chris over $1 million 2 months ago. I truly believe that it could be more than $1 million. Sarah would always be defensive when we would approach her, stating that this was a scam. Sarah does believe he's still real. Sarah came to myself and my husband to help send large sums of money to Chris in Africa. We knew it was a scam, and we tried to convince her of this. We've sent, on Sarah's behalf, 20 transactions for a total of $40,000.
You don't believe that this person's real?
I don't.
And what the hell are you doing helping her send him money?
I love her. She's not just my cousin. She is absolutely my best friend. And when the money needs to get sent, it becomes so desperate, it affects her, and it gets bad.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Are you wanting to send money now?
You do want to send him money now. You told us yesterday.
Yeah, he has contacted me yesterday and the day before saying that he needs money to live and pay his attorney right now.
How much does he need right now?
$2,000 until the bigger money comes in, the last remaining of the VAT tax that he needs.
From you?
Yeah.
And you've helped her
Have.
with this. Family and friends in Montana have sent approximately $250,000 on her behalf. Why? Because Western Union and MoneyGram have cut her off. September 13th of 2013, you meet Chris Olson online. Okay, within 3 months, you start sending him money. Nanny, cell phone, taxes, hotel, and penalty for expired visa. You send him $108,485.14. Then, between January and April of 2014, to pay nanny, hotels, food, and clothes, you send him another $108,950. This is a high-priced nanny. And this boy apparently eats like a wolf. That's a lot of money. Then he's in jail. You got to bail him out, pay taxes, attorney fees, hotel, more food. $878,489.94. Are you getting sick at your stomach?
Yep.
Hang on. July to September, value-added tax, hotels, food, more attorney fees, $250,000. October to December, more on this value-added tax. He now has yellow fever. You got to treat that, of course. Hotel. He's still eating. He's still paying his attorney, who he's now living with, right?
Yeah.
So $23,000 for these 2 months here. You're slowing down. Why?
Because I'm running out of money.
January of this year, $60,000. Now, we have to add all that up. $1,422,252.24 over 17 months.
About a month after my mom met Chris, she had told me she had sent him money. I felt a little shocked. I think part of me believes that she's in love with him, but there's another part of me that thinks that she's in love with love. As far as I know, my mom has sent Chris over $1 million. I have told my mom to stop sending him money numerous times. I don't think it's real, I think it's a love scam. I'm planning on getting married in 6 months, and my mom is gonna help with a lot of the wedding expenses, but she does struggle every month to make big payments on my wedding because of this whole Chris situation. The situation with Chris is really affecting my mom's health. My mom has multiple sclerosis. Stress can cause multiple sclerosis to become worse and possibly have more problems in the future. If I found out this was a scam, I would be very pissed off because my mom is the most awesome woman ever and she would do anything for anybody.
Well, Candace, you're concerned about your mother.
Yeah. I didn't know any of that stuff.
Were you shocked to see the scope of what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a little shocked to see it all in one place, right?
Yeah.
I want to take a look at these letters that he sent you because you admit he touched your heart with these things. He said, "Hey, babe, I want to start by saying that I miss you and you have no idea how much I love you. I know you don't need another reminder because I tell you every time how much I love you. But I do, and that is my only way to show you. And I know my simple words can never compare. From day one, I knew there was something in you that no other woman had." You know, any woman wants to hear that, right? And apparently a lot of women do hear that. Because I searched the internet, and that exact letter, look at it, word for word. That love letter comes from scam alert website pigbusters.net. He didn't write that. It's a form letter that scammers use.
I think my mom wants to be in love so bad that she isn't open to realizing that there's bad people out there that don't actually care about anybody but themselves.
Now, Chris Olsen told Sarah when he originally went to Africa, he left his 2 daughters with a nanny in Ohio. He said her name was Wanda and she had moved to California. Well, based on his information, we found a woman who fit the profile of who he claimed was his nanny. We sent a producer to talk to her, and this is what happened.
I'm at an apartment complex in Southern California to determine whether or not one of the occupants knows Chris Olsen. Chris supposedly told Sarah that he had hired a nanny by the name of Wanda to take care of his 2 children in Ohio. So we hired a private investigator who told us that there was a woman named Wanda in Ohio who was recently moved here to this apartment complex behind me. So I'm taking this picture of Chris Olsen inside with me and asking her whether or not A, she recognizes him, and B, whether or not she was in fact the nanny to his 2 children.
My name is Mary Ann, and I'm actually with the DrPhil show. There's a woman by the name of Sarah who is worried about her boyfriend. His name is Chris Olsen. Somehow your name came up as potentially somebody that would know him or knew him. But does that name mean anything to you?
No.
No, not at all. Could I show you a picture of what he maybe looks like?
No.
Doesn't mean anything to you?
No. I mean, I've only been out here in California for less than a year.
And where were you before that?
West Virginia.
Okay, so you never spent any time in Ohio?
No.
No. Were you ever a nanny?
No.
No.
Tell me what you're thinking and feeling right now.
It's kind of overwhelming. I just feel betrayed.
You have been. You have been betrayed. Do you believe that this man is not real?
Yeah.
Do you believe that you've been scammed here?
Yes.
Let me tell you, it can happen to anybody. Bart, a divorced father of 2 small children, was looking for love and thought he hit the jackpot with Megan, a beautiful, bright, and successful pediatric oncology nurse at a prestigious hospital in Southern California. Take a look.
In 2009, my wife and I went through a divorce. A couple of years later, I guess May of 2012, some friends of mine suggested that I try online dating. I was going through online profiles and I came across a young lady that really stood out for me. Megan seemed like a nice girl and she was very beautiful. She was a pediatric oncology nurse at Orange County Children's Hospital, and we began chatting online and eventually went to telephone and text and then to calls. And about 2 weeks later, we set up a date to meet. And my birthday, June 15th, that was going to be our first date. The morning of June 15th, she called me and she told me that she'd been diagnosed with leukemia. She had 2 brothers, Matt and Mark, and they began texting me when Megan got sick and was in the hospital. She got worse, and eventually her brother, Matt, texted me and said, if you have anything to say to her, you better say it because she's not going to be with us much longer. Within about 2 hours, I got word that she did not make it. After Megan died, the first thing that I received was a journal that was found in Megan's hospital room, and it had a lot about me in it, and so they wanted me to have it. She had also written a final letter to me and a final letter to Allie, her best friend. I got a text from Allie that said, Bart, this is Allie. I know you're not okay. And we texted and talked on the phone. Allie was great. Allie was like the best friend you can imagine. She really helped me through Megan's death. There was no funeral. They had her body cremated, and I certainly would not ask for any of the ashes, but months later, I was offered some. It was a small bag, and I had it at my house. I was so excited about this person and meeting her and this really sweet girl, and all of a sudden, she just died and was gone just like that.
Well, and of course, we are all sorry for his loss, but with his friend Allie by his side, encouraging him to find love again, Bart did eventually get back online, and he met a new woman named Allison. Now, she was a beautiful brunette with a dangerous job as a DEA agent.
Weeks later, Allie said, you need to move on with your life. Megan doesn't want you to sit around and mourn. So I turned on my profile. There was a girl that pursued me, this absolute gorgeous girl named Allison. She was from Burbank, California. She worked for the Drug Enforcement Agency as a special agent, did a lot of undercover stuff. And man, we just hit it off. Most of our conversations were text, email, occasional phone call. We eventually worked out our schedule to where we would be able to meet. And something always happened. She said that she was testifying at a trial in Chicago for some people that they had arrested a while back, and while she was there testifying, the gang put out a hit on her life, and she was going to go under protection with the U.S. Marshal Service. Would have to disappear for a while until it was safe. January 13th of this year, I was contacted by her partner, RJ, who I'd heard her talk about many, many times. He contacted me and said, Allison's been hurt. Said she was found this morning in a town called Riverbend, Alaska, and they held her for about 5 hours. They beat her, they raped her, they slit her throat. She has broken bones, pushed her out of the back of a moving van, and she's in the hospital right now in ICU. When she was finally discharged, RJ, her partner, confessed to her that he had kind of been a rogue DEA agent. He said that Allison could testify against him and he needed her to disappear. Eventually, she escaped from this, and in the process of her escaping, she got shot in the leg. I got contacted by a lieutenant. I was told she began hemorrhaging and eventually lost so much blood, and she died. Again, completely devastated. I've lost 2 women in my life in literally less than a year.
So obviously a very difficult year for Bart, until he miraculously found out that Allison was in fact still alive after her boss, Lieutenant Travis, notified Bart of the miracle through a text message.
I thought this has to be a cruel joke. I mean, I can't believe she's alive. If she's alive, I would have heard from her, right? Finally, the next day, I got not only a text, I got a phone call I even asked for a picture. I asked Allison specifically, send me a picture of yourself, and she did. She sent me a picture of her sitting up in the hospital bed, giving me a thumbs up, showing me she was okay. That's when I realized she's still alive. This is not a joke. I found out she was going to be transferred a few days later, and she was going to fly on a medical flight to Walter Reed Hospital in Maryland. I guess the fatal mistake finally happened. I'm very into flying, I love airplanes, and I asked her, is there any way you can take your phone and snap a picture of the plane? It's a military flight, it's cool. So she did. She took about 3 or 4 pictures and texted them to me. The first one looked completely normal, no problems. The second one was an inside shot. Looked a little weird because it didn't match up to what the outside of the aircraft was. So I took it and reverse Google image searched it, and when I did, I found that all of the photos were fake. I mean, they weren't taken by her. So the more I thought about it, I began thinking, well, I wonder if she lied to me once, what else could she have lied about? So I began reverse Google image searching every single image Allison ever sent me. And all of the images of her, I didn't find anything. Everything was legitimate. But some of the travel pictures that she'd sent me, when she was always taking pictures, they were all fake. I went to see my friend Allie. I took her to dinner that night, and upon dropping her off at her place, I noticed that she'd left her car keys in my car. I picked up her car keys and I looked, and there was a library card on it with the name Jean, not Allie. And that's when I realized Allie was also lying to me.
All right, so what the hell's going on here?
The fear came in this when I didn't fully know what was going on. When I first started realizing that Jean had lied to me, I didn't know what her motives were. To show you the great lengths that Jean went to fool me, while Allison was in the hospital, Jean actually had to have a fake bracelet made with my name and number on it, photograph it on her or some girl's arm, and send it to me. I mean, the details that she went to was absolutely crazy. This person has stayed in my house. She stayed in my parents' house. She's actually helped take care of my children before. I mean, it really is sick. I don't fully understand why she did this. I would like to get to the bottom of that. You know, what was her reasoning? What would cause a person to do something like this? If she really liked me, if I was really her friend and she wanted to be my friend, why would she watch me suffer like that? I don't understand what the sick thrill would be to control life and death in someone's life. That's twisted.
Let's take a look at this. We have Jean.
Yes.
And Jean actually made up Megan, just
Yeah,
out of whole cloth.
Completely made up.
All right, but then when she does bite the dust, then Allie comes on the scene to comfort you.
I trusted her completely from the moment she called and texted me because Megan had what a good person she was.
Yeah, and not knowing that it was Jean and Jean had created her.
Not at all.
Okay, then you get this email from Allison.
Yeah, and who wouldn't respond to that?
Well,
I saw those
sure.
eyes and I'm like, wow, you know?
Yeah. Then she starts talking.
Yes.
So then you find out that Megan is really Danielle, and you find out that Allison is really Amanda.
Yes.
Okay, now what you guys may not know is that there is a connection between these girls and this girl. But what is it?
You don't know how shocked I was when I started finding out the truth.
Okay, and then now there's a backstory for Megan. We're talking about details here. She sent Bart pictures of hospital in her hospital room.
Absolutely. Her brother was having to leave the hospital. I didn't want her to be there alone, and I said, it's kind of awkward meeting at a hospital, but I cleared my schedule. I have a heart. I'm a nice guy, and I said I booked a flight to Cleveland, Ohio, hotel room, rental car, paid for it all. The night before I was to fly out, that's when she died.
From leukemia.
Yeah.
Her brother sent Bart Megan's jewelry and ashes from her cremation.
Months later, yes. They're real human ashes.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. You think?
So then we get to Allison.
Yeah.
There's a complex backstory for her. Under 24-hour, 7-day-a-week supervision by DEA agent Sarah, who reaches out to you.
Yeah, Allison had been was a DEA agent. She testified in a drug trial in Chicago. They put out a hit on her life, and so the U.S. Marshal Service was protecting her, and that's why I couldn't see her. She was in protection being hidden.
So April 2013, she's forced into hiding in the Netherlands after her partner, RJ, at the DEA went rogue. She arrives in the Netherlands. She's numb and dazed. She's sexually assaulted nightly for days.
So like 7 days, yeah.
Shot while trying to escape the Netherlands. Then on June 7th, she had to have her leg amputated, and she dies.
Yep.
So then June 10th, she's found alive because the hospital had one of those darn mix-ups.
My name is Jeannie. I've been married for 7 years. I have a 4-year-old son, and I'm an EMT student and a stay-at-home mom. I did all this because I was just looking for connection, for friendship, and something to do. I was bored. I picked Danielle and Amanda because they were just really pretty. They are just gorgeous girls, and that's what gets attention, you know. I was pretending to be Megan. I did start to feel like this guy is a really nice guy and I don't want to hurt him, and obviously what I'm doing is wrong. When Bart started getting intense, it was scary because that's when I started to panic, and about 2 weeks into our connection, I told him that Megan had cancer. I was trying to give myself an out. I didn't realize how connected he was to her. After I let Megan die, he was devastated. He was just really crushed. And so I made up another character named Allie. And that character was completely me, and I was just trying to be there for him. I did enjoy aspects of it because I did have something to do, and I had that connection. Other parts I didn't enjoy because I knew I was lying to my husband, and I knew that I was hurting people, and to his son as well, because his son had talked to Megan a little bit. I created Allison. I basically made her his dream girl. Everything that he liked, that we had talked about, things that he had said he wanted in a girl, that's what I used to create that profile. I read a lot of books, crime novels, and all that kind of stuff. I got really creative with Allison as far as her career. And Allison couldn't meet with him because she was a federal agent and she had to go for training. She was on missions. She had to testify in some case and they had to put her in witness protection. She got beat up. She lost her leg. Just all sorts of really outrageous stories. It would explain why he couldn't see her in person. Eventually, Bart figured everything out. I feel embarrassed. I feel guilty. If Bart was here, I would tell him that I'm really sorry.
Okay, what the hell were you thinking? What the hell were you thinking to play with somebody's life like this?
I never had the intention of doing this, of making anything like this big. I was bored and I was a stay-at-home mom looking for connection with people. My husband and I were having issues.
But you didn't do this once, you didn't do this twice, you did this 3 times. So if you thought, whoa, I never expected it to get that big, you could have just moonwalked right out of this deal and been gone, but you didn't. You knew it was huge.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. And I was embarrassed and I didn't want to admit things. I didn't want to admit that I was doing something wrong.
But then you just quit, right? I mean, you can just quit. After the first one, you do Megan, and you go, whoa, that got a lot deeper than I thought. This man is hurting here.
And that's why I went further, because he was hurting so bad, and I was
you
trying
went further
to
because
make
you
him
liked
feel
the
better.
attention.
I did like the
and
attention.
so you
I'm not
fed
going
on
to...
it, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Take me through the moment that you decided to box up some human ashes and send those to him.
I had...
Where'd you get them?
They're a friend of mine that passed away.
How did you get your friend's ashes?
His mother gave them to me.
The mother gives you the ashes, and you think, well, I can put these to good use. You said you were bored and lonely, right? You wanted to have, and so you wanted to salve your boredom and
instead
loneliness.
of just stopping and taking responsibility for what I was doing and admitting what I was doing, telling him the truth, I put him through this, absolutely, and I'm wrong. I feel like a horrible person for doing this. I really do.
You felt so horrible that you did it twice more?
Absolutely. Yeah, I kept going.
What was your payoff for going forward?
I was getting the attention that I needed, and I was trying to help Bart in a way. I felt like I was helping him.
Do you know how many women I missed out on dating? There could have been something there.
And there were so many times, Bart, that you talked to me as Allie, and you said, I can't deal with this anymore. Excuse my language. And I told you, you need to go. You need to move on, and you need to...
But I was
and
so
I tried to cut
emotionally
you off
involved, and I would
there,
have cut. I would have
Are
stopped.
you criticizing
No,
him
absolutely
for,
not. No.
for hanging
No,
in there
I'm not.
after
I'm not.
you brutalized him emotionally?
I am not. I was wrong. I am wrong. I know that. what I did was wrong, and I'm not trying to put anything back on you. Everything that I did was wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Megan was a girl named Danielle. I knew her vaguely from high school, and then Amanda was Allison. I knew her from high school as well. It's been almost 10 years since I've seen either one of those girls.
My name is Daniela. My photo was stolen and used to create an online profile of a person named Megan. It was a little awkward knowing that someone was in love with a person who they'd never actually met. I feel sorry for Bart because his heart was taken advantage of. I mean, he's a very nice person and he just had the best intentions, and this person completely just broke his heart.
This has got to be so surreal for you, because this man lovingly grieved your tragic death.
I know.
He slept with your ashes on his nightstand.
Yes. Not cuddling.
No, I said on your nightstand.
Make that clear.
And now to see this woman that you were so invested in, you have to tell me what you're thinking right now.
Well, right now I'm okay because Danielle and I have become friends from this whole thing. But when I first met her, when she didn't know I was going to meet her. I just walked in. Literally, I found out where she worked because I didn't know if she was involved in this somehow. I didn't know what the truth was. So I had to get to the truth. I found out where she worked at, and I went to that city, and I literally showed up at her workplace, and I knew that if she was guilty when she saw me and looked me in the eye, that she was going to like freak out or something. But she had a blank look. She's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And I said, "We need to talk."
You went to high school together, but you don't remember her at all.
I don't.
What do you have to say to her?
I just want to know why you chose my picture, why you chose to, I mean, there's really personal pictures, like my one with my grandmother and my cousins. That's the last time I saw my grandma. I can't even look at the picture without crying. I'm sorry. I mean, that's a huge issue for me. Like, you know, why would you use me?
You were pretty, and your picture was just there. Facebook kept telling me I should be friends with you because we went to the same high school, and that was that.
First meeting with Bart, I was nervous. Obviously, I've never met this person. The whole situation is just crazy to me. He was very emotional, and he couldn't look at me in the eye because he was in love with this person. And to like meet me, and I don't even know who he is. I mean, it has to be just weird.
What do you say about all of this?
I just feel violated. I mean, he has hundreds of pictures of me. And I think what hurts me is, you know, I knew her in high school. We were friends, I mean, we were acquaintances. I just feel violated. I feel like my identity has been stolen. And then to hear that other people have seen these photos, I just feel like, exposed, embarrassed. It was just.
How do you feel about that?
I feel terrible. I mean, what I did was wrong, and I know that, and I feel awful that I put everybody through this.
Why did you want to be here today? Why did you agree to come today?
Because I want to take responsibility for what I did. I owe it to these 3 people and more people to be here and tell the truth.
Yesterday, I sat down with Kaye, who has been dating a man named Aaron Mantini, whom she says she met a little over 1 year ago on the internet. Now, he has had a few setbacks, so Kaye has been helping him out. So far, to the tune of over $200,000. Kaye says she can't wait for her online boyfriend to come home from the UK, where he's stuck dealing with business issues so they can get married. There's one small, teeny tiny glitch. Kaye has never met Aaron Mantini in person and does not even have a picture of him. Her stepdaughter, Kathy, has a major issue with this relationship and did not hold back voicing her opinion.
I met Aaron Mantini on the dating site, and we fell in love with each other. Aaron told me he was born and raised in Belgium. His birthday is March 3rd, 1944. He's 71. He is a widower, and he has no children and no more family left. He's been traveling for business in Africa and the UK and Poland. Shortly after we met, he said, "I want you to be my wife." He said, "I dream of you being my wife." I have been in a relationship with Aaron for a year. I have no photos of Aaron. The last time I spoke to Aaron on the phone was probably April of 2014. We have never met.
When you heard his voice, it was like fireworks.
It was like the atom bomb went off.
Yeah.
His beautiful voice. And when he says, I love you, it just takes everything away.
My stepmother, Kaye, was like a mother to me. She was very generous with me. She was always buying me things. My mom bought this $3,000 beautiful diamond ring. She helped me remodel my kitchen. She bought me new countertops, cabinets, dishwasher, stove, microwave. Everybody said, did you know she was getting married? And I said, no, I didn't know that it was that serious. I was devastated. I cried and asked her why she didn't tell me. She got very rude and told me I was nothing to her. It was none of my business. One breath, she told me she met Aaron, and the next breath, she said she had never met Aaron. I knew right then this person was scamming her.
Out of my life, Kathy, please.
You're fine.
It's
We're
what
fine.
you want. It's what you've always
No,
wanted.
that's what you want.
No.
This man has come into your life, Kaye.
You
don't tell me to shut up.
He's my man. It's my life.
He doesn't exist.
You don't know that.
He does not exist.
As long as he's in my mind, he exists. Go to hell.
Exactly.
Approximately a month after Aaron and I met, he asked me if I could send him $500. After the first time Aaron asked me for money, he asked me for more money, $20,000, $10,000, $9,000. In July of 2014, Aaron was in Nigeria and he needed money. He wanted to order some things so he could sell them to make money because he wanted to come home. I sent several boxes to Kenya and to Nigeria. I told Aaron I had no more money in September. So for the last 3 months, Aaron has had other people depositing money in my account at the bank for me to send to Aaron. Right now in my banking account, I have $138.85. I have given Aaron in the last year probably right at $200,000.
If he's real, I'm on your side. If he's not, I'm his worst enemy. I'll burn that son of a bitch to the ground if he's a fake. If he's not real, you want to know it, don't you?
If one thing, she'll stay out of my life.
Right.
Oh,
I don't
you
want
don't
to know
have to
anything
worry.
about it.
I'm out of your life.
Oh, you better believe it.
You don't
I
have
hope
to
you
worry.
die before you walk out that door.
No,
deserve
you don't.
It. Yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't. No,
oh,
you
no, I
don't.
don't. Ruin people's lives is all you know how to
Ruin my life.
Oh, I just give to you, you bitch.
The situation with Kaye and this Aaron has consumed my mom, and it's only gotten worse. My mom was very upset that Kaye sent money to Aaron. She seemed to be very bothered by that. She didn't understand why Kaye would be sending this man that she doesn't know money, and so quickly after my grandfather had passed away.
So what do you think the motive is here?
I'm not sure. I wish I did know because
There is no motive. There's totally no
Didn't
motive.
it just say right on there?
No, it did not, Kaye.
Money.
No, I
Money.
said, I don't want your money. I never wanted your money.
Oh, you
Are you
took it,
crazy?
didn't you?
Oh, I didn't ask for it. You gave it to me.
You didn't deny it, though.
No,
did
I
you?
didn't. Would you? Did Aaron deny it? No.
That's my business.
Okay, it is your business. But Aaron didn't deny it. My dad worked hard for his
Your
money.
dad did nothing.
My dad did nothing? Excuse the hell out of me. Yes, he did, Kaye. He worked his entire life.
You didn't
this
live
is
with
why
us,
I
did you?
say I'm
No,
not.
I did not live with
is,
you.
This
Hey,
is what
doesn't
we
she do you that way?
This is what happens every day. Every
day.
conversation.
You're consumed with it, Kathy. Let it
I'm
go.
consumed with somebody that took all your money, and you called me 2 weeks ago and told me you sent him over $218,000 and asked my boyfriend to investigate it for you.
No.
Oh,
You
yes.
asked him.
No, you did.
You asked him. You
should we-
started it.
Okay, whatever.
I did investigate it.
Well, good.
I mean,
Glad you did.
Dr. Phil,
I do investigate.
let me say something. With all my heart, I wish, pleasure you, okay? I hope he does exist for you. For you. Then I don't have to worry about it anymore. I hope he
Why are
exists
you
for you.
worried about it anyway?
Because I worried about you. I moved you back up here from Florida.
You moved me back up here.
I helped you. I stayed with you when my father passed away. I was the only one there with you. It's always somebody else. It's never you.
No, that's you. It's always somebody else.
No, you think this is
I
a
didn't
big
ask you to
joke?
come to-
Do you think this is a big joke being on the show?
I don't.
Excuse me. Do they want to see my text that you've been sending me every day that I've been out here? Okay.
You want to see it? Here, I'll throw my phone out there and they can see it.
What?
Here, bitch. Go for it.
I mean, just kind of using common sense. You know in this day and time that getting a picture taken is very easy. If he has a phone that doesn't take pictures, and I really don't know of a phone that doesn't take pictures anymore. I don't think they even make phones that don't have a camera anymore. But if they do, then I'll bet you that if you had 5 people standing together, if he had a phone that didn't take pictures, I bet you there wouldn't be anybody in the other 4 that didn't have a phone that didn't take pictures. If he wanted you to have a picture, doesn't common sense tell you that he would get you a picture?
Yes.
So that means...
But it doesn't bother me.
Well, I'm not saying it bothers you. I'm just saying, let's just commonsensically, if he wanted you to have a picture, you'd have it, right? So reckon why he doesn't want you to have a picture.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I did do some research on Aaron Mantini to find out what I could about him. And you gave me, you were very specific about his birth date and where he was born. And so we were able to research all of that. Here's what we found. There's no Aaron Mantini born at any time that has ever lived in the United States. There's no Aaron Mantini with a date of birth 3/3/44 who lives in Ghent, Belgium. No Aaron Mantini, date of birth 3/3/44 that lives in the UK. So there was nobody with this birth date that was ever born in the US or in Belgium. So he says he was born in Belgium on that date. That is not true.
Whatever.
Well, it's not whatever. He was not born.
Well, whatever.
That's a lie.
Well, so maybe he was born somewhere else. He didn't tell me he was born in Belgium. He said he lived in Belgium.
No, he's never lived in Belgium.
With his mother when he was a child.
He's never lived in Belgium either.
Maybe they're wrong. Who's to say?
Well, okay. All of his phone numbers are untraceable. All his IP addresses are blocked. And these emails that he writes so eloquently to you.
Okay, it's all wrong. It's all bad. He doesn't exist. Okay, you got your point across. Okay.
Okay,
Kathy's happy.
I'm not
No, no,
happy.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to
This
shut
isn't.
Shut up.
I'm not
You
shut
four-faced bitch. You better shut up.
I'm not shut up.
I'm talking to him, not you.
I'm not
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm going to excuse you and ask you to go with Matt here.
I think you better
for a
excuse
second.
her.
It absolutely breaks my heart
I go.
for this. Well, no, I want you to talk to me
I
for
don't
a
want to
minute.
be here.
But
They're all sitting there. They're making fun of me. They're thinking I'm so stupid. I can't handle this, Dr. Phil. I just can't. I
They're
don't
not-
want to handle it
Listen,
anymore.
they're not making fun of you.
Yes,
What
they
I-
are. I know how people are. I've known people all my life. I know
No,
how they are.
they're not making fun of you at all. And I want you to know that you're not alone in this. There are people there's another woman that's here.
I don't want to know about it.
Today. This is Jeanette. This is Jeanette right here. I want you to meet Jeanette.
I don't want to know Jeanette. I don't want to know anything about it.
I sent you money, sweetheart. I'm the one that
I don't
sent
have
it.
your money.
Yes, you. Well,
No,
you might
I
not
don't.
have it now.
He's got it. Why don't you send it to him?
That's right.
Why'd you send it to me?
Because he asked me to.
She got scammed like you did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
How
she-
much? $1,000?
No, not that much. I didn't have it to well, you had it. I just had $25,000 to be scammed by.
And
those emails is the exact ones he sent me.
I don't want to hear about it, okay?
Well, sweetheart, why?
I don't want to hear about it. Do you understand English?
Yes, I do.
Amazing.
But you break my heart because I've been through it. I love that person.
I don't want to hear about it.
When he emails me, my heart still flutters.
I just do not want to hear about it. I know.
Aaron Mantini also has a history of asking Kaye to not only receive money from strangers, but to also to send packages to people she does not know. Now take a look at this email that he sent Kaye this past January. Please, the phone you will help me confirm the price of shipping to this address. Please let me know, my love. Name, Adebayo, state, Lagos, country, Nigeria. Please believe in me, my love. Signed, Aaron. As part of our extensive investigation to find out more about Aaron Mantini, we reached out to a contact in Nigeria to help in tracking down this individual to see if, in fact, he was at this address and if anyone by the name of Mantini lived at this address. Here is what our contact discovered.
The address matches the home of one of the people that Daniel items to ship to. I'm about to go in and knock at the door, find out if Adebayo is a resident here.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ben, and I'm asking of Adebayo. Adebayo? Yes. Okay, what about Aaron Mantini? Okay. You know everyone that lives here? Okay. There is no Adebayo Olubemi here. And there is no foreigner here. No.
Okay, so you sent to this Nigerian address?
Yes.
Okay, and it was to this
Yes.
Adebayo person. No one in that complex has ever heard of anyone by that name. There's no Aaron Mantini at that name. There's nobody that's ever heard of him, knows anything about him. And there's no foreigner there of any name, or it be Mantini or Alfonso. We went through a whole list of all the names. You want to know the truth, right? Because at that point, at least you know.
Right.
Do you believe what I'm telling you?
I have to, don't I?
And at least at that point, it's over. I mean, when you know it, it's over.
It'll never be over.
I don't want to see you hurt, but I am so thankful that we know the truth because it was so affecting my mom. Look, she considers you her mom.
No, she don't.
And now look, the horrible things that were said and all the relationships that are probably damaged.
It's all right.
For someone who doesn't exist.
Don't worry, Michelle. I won't be around. Don't worry about it. I'll be out of your life.
But no one ever said that.
Come on. You know her as well as I do. I don't want to be in anybody's life.
You know, when
I want nothing anymore. It's it.
But you know, when you're under a lot of stress and pressure, and that's why I said there's nothing about this that's funny, there's nothing about this that's entertaining. What's the value of doing this is that it stops it for you and it saves other people. Don't isolate yourself from friends and family. We're going to make sure that you're in touch with the FBI here, and people say things and do things when they're under a lot of stress and pressure. And when you lose a relationship like this, even though you say, well, it wasn't a real relationship, it was real to you. And that means the loss is real to you. That means the grieving is real to you. The mourning is real to you because the relationship was real to you. And I'm going to help you with that and support you through that. Okay? So, Sabrina says she won the love lottery with the handsome James Conner.
2 months after my husband passed away, I met James on Match. He sent me an email letting me know that he was very much interested in me, thought I was very pretty, and he gave me his full name of James Conner. James has an accent, kind of a French accent. Hey, baby. A little bit maybe German, but mostly French. That's what it sounds like. James told me that he was born in Germany, but his parents came here to the United States when he was a baby. James is a civil engineer in London working on a bridge, London Bridge. I was really drawn to James through his voice. So sweet and so nice. He made me feel very good. I consider James to be my boyfriend, and I am in love with James. And I believe James Conner loves me too. And someday, we'll get married. But I've never met James Conner.
Well, Sabrina says James Conner makes her feel warm inside every time they talk, and she cannot wait for him to return to the U.S. so they can get married. All he needs, you guessed it, he needs some money.
James asked me for money 3 weeks after we met online. James called and said he had run out of money for construction materials. He asked me if I would loan him the money. James sent me an invoice from the company he needed to purchase the supplies from. It looked legit to me, and I wired $8,950 to a bank in China. James said he would pay me back with interest. He gave me his word, and he said he was a man of his word. Later on, James told me that the bank would not let him make draws off of this deposit. I got a weird, sick feeling in my stomach. I asked, how are you going to pay me this money back? And he sent me a photo of a bank draft the contractor had given to him. He thought that he was going to be able to deposit that into a bank because he didn't have any accounts there in the United Kingdom. They did not let him. And James informed me of this and schmoozed it over. We talked it out. James called and said he was running into a big problem with his project. The suppliers needed $89,850 or he was going to be thrown in jail and not be able to come back to the United States and pay me back. I sent him the money. I've wired James money many times. I've also sent him lots of Western Union. They couldn't go directly to the United Kingdom, and I was always very puzzled by that. He was working with a gentleman named Michael in Nigeria. James said the reason I had to send it to Nigeria was he was concerned about his identity in the United Kingdom. I have wired James money 35 to maybe even 40 times. $48,850 to pay off his suppliers, $4,350 for airfare, $17,500 in July. The total amount of money that I've sent James Connor is around $265,000.
Wow. Yes. Is he worth it?
Yes.
You started falling in love with him after the first week, right?
Yes, I did.
What triggered it with you?
It was the words. It was a lot of it was the things that he said, his voice, the way he talked to me, and that he's very much in love with me.
You've got a little background on him that you've compiled because you didn't just go into this blindly. You asked some questions. Mm-hmm. He's been divorced.
Yes.
For 2.5 years. He has a 15-year-old son, Kelvin.
Yes.
Right? He owns a home right here in L.A.
Yes.
He's a civil engineer and a private contractor. And he's working on a bridge project in London.
Yes.
Has it bothered you? Does it bother you that you've never seen or met this guy?
Yes.
It's so easy to come and go from London. What's his problem?
Well, he said it's very complicated, that he's, some of his suppliers, I guess, that he's used have caused him some problems, but he won't go into any detail because he's a very private man and he just doesn't want to share those things with me, but continues to say he will share them with me as soon as we're together.
As soon as you're together.
Yes.
But you say you sent him $260,000?
Yes, approximately.
Over $250,000 you've shipped him. Do you know that you can buy a ticket from Kansas City to London for $682?
Yes.
Why haven't you gone over there and surprise?
I don't have his physical address of where he lives. He's in a motel or hotel there.
But you're paying the bill.
Right, but I don't know what hotel. I don't know what hotel
He didn't tell you what hotel it is?
No, I do not know the hotel that he's at. James has attempted to come back to the U.S. 3 times, but all 3 attempts have failed. He's either been arrested or in jail or beat up. That's some of the excuses that I've heard. I don't believe I'm being scammed, and I do believe that James is real.
So why hasn't he been here? Let's look at, he's given you some reasons that he hasn't been here. He said the police won't let him leave the country.
For various reasons.
So you're
because
involved
he needs to pay
with a criminal.
suppliers.
You're in love with a criminal.
Well, he hasn't told me everything about it. I mean, he said there's a lot of things, like I said. I mean, there's a lot to this.
The police don't have my passport. I mean, anybody here, the police have your passport? No. There is a website out there called Pigbusters, and it's a scammer awareness website.
Okay.
And it's out there to help people know if an offer they're getting for products or whatever, anything, is honest or not. And so we checked this language, and this is what came up on Pigbusters. But you can as well call me Mr. Right. I'm cute, sweet, loving, and I'm honest, loyal, passionate, truthful, trustworthy, faithful, and a gentleman. So this exact, precise language is on this scammer's website. This is a template. This is a template. There are people in this world that they troll with templates. They put these things out there and send them to 100 women and see if anybody bites. All right, let's go on. He says to you, you are my everything. Thank you for loving me the way no one can. You understand me and you know just how to make things right. Well, let's check Pigbusters.
No.
You are my everything. Thank you for loving me the way no one can. Do you see us verbatim? Only God's creation can compare to the beauty that I see in you. That warmed your heart, did I mean?
It did.
Come on.
Yes.
Didn't it?
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah. A 5-year-old wouldn't believe this garbage. I've done everything I can to prove to my mother that he's not real. I made my mom give me a copy of James's passport. Sean and I went to the police. They confirmed that there was no one by that name with that passport number. I told my mom she was going out of her mind and that she needed to be committed.
The bank got suspicious because there was several different people going into his account online.
To have Sabrina committed, she has to pose a threat to herself. And I said to Sarah, let's just say she is a threat to herself because she's going to be homeless.
I don't think my mom has ever been this stupid in her life. I'm at my wit's end and I don't know what to do anymore. James was supposed to be coming to the U.S. 4 different times. He had to wrap up this, he had to wrap up that. He went to jail, he went to the hospital because he had a panic attack. My mom gave away her retirement and everything she has, all for a Photoshopped person.
Okay, Sarah, Sean, you've been telling your mother this is a scam, right?
Back when my mom decided to go on to Match, I warned her. You know, there's online dating scammers. If anybody asks you for money, you know that they're not real. When she told us about the $170,000, I was pregnant. We were supposed to go baby shower shopping. And she told me that she gave all of her money to him. She didn't have anything left. And I was devastated, and I called my husband, made him come home from work. And he said, Sabrina, let me call him. And we tried to call him numerous times, and he was, you know, it was late there, and then all of a sudden, after 15 phone calls, you know, he picks up, hello, you know, and then she runs into the bathroom, and James, what's wrong? Because he was supposed to have come home. He was supposed to have been on a flight.
Sean, you come home from work. I mean, you guys are trying to call this guy, right?
When he finally picked up, it first was just a regular conversation, but then at one point in time ended up telling him, you know, my wife and I know that you're a scammer, but Sarah and I are prepared to go ahead and pay $1,100 so Sabrina can fly to London to come see you. Oh, yeah, that'll be great. When's she coming? Well, she'll be there tomorrow. He started backpedaling as
I don't want her to come here because I don't want her to have to deal with what I'm going through here. And to be honest, at that point in time, I just wanted to shake you.
But you've seen his passport, right?
I saw his passport, yes.
So we actually did some investigation on this passport, right? You guys have worked very hard on this. We have as well. Let's take a look at Sabrina, what we've found here. Now, here is an actual passport, and you can see the seal comes over like a watermark onto the picture. His blocks the seal. And if you notice in his passport picture, if you look closely, there's a woman in the background. there's a person standing in the background.
But James gave the excuse to you, remember? He wanted to secure his identity, so he did alter. He admitted he altered it,
Well,
but that's
actually,
him in the picture.
Actually, we've information about that as well. Because here's a Homeland Security letter. And review of our database confirms this passport number does not match the name of the passport, Connor James, date of birth 25 January 66. A further search of the name does not reveal any U.S. passport for that person. There's been no travel on that name or date of birth out of the U.S. It would appear this is possibly a picture scammed off the internet and then made up names and information photoshopped onto the picture. I do not believe this is a copy of an actual passport that has been fraudulently altered. Sabrina says that James sent her a login and password for his Chase bank account, which has an $8 million balance, okay? Now, this account was created on July 21st of 2013. The expiration date of the account is July 21st, 2014. This is a fake database. We traced the database back. Doug Kane is a former special agent for the FBI and a private investigator who investigated James Connor and says the account does not exist. Doug, right here, meet Doug Kane. Is this account real?
Absolutely not.
Not even, how do you know?
Well, the account, first it was open in a short period of time, and then he sent you a password and login. Yes. Once that was good for 24 hours. Once that was in and checked, they shut it down. The site that you referred to was very close to a Chase site, but it wasn't an actual Chase site, and that is very typical in the way these scams are perpetrated. They identify something that's close, you're not going to look at it that close, you're going to believe it, and then once it's accomplished what it's supposed to do, they shut it down, and it's gone forever.
We have your phone here. Would you try and call him? I'd like to talk to him.
Okay. Yes.
Dial the boy up. I want to talk to him.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, hello, James? Yeah, I want to talk to you for a few minutes here. Is that okay? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, hi James. This is DrPhil, and I'm here with Sabrina, and we're recording this phone call for broadcast. Can you hear me okay? Thank you very much. Where are you right now? You're in London? Yeah, I'm in London. Yeah. Well, you know, that's great because I have a producer in London that would like to bring you a gift from us. So let me have your street address and I'll have him run it over there.
Well, you know, this time is going to be whichever ways I want it. I'm going to have to talk to Sabrina about it. Maybe I'm going to have to give her whichever thing she needs. You know?
Yeah. You guys have had pretty much an internet relationship, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, there are really great advances in internet technology these days. And, you know, both with telephones and internet, it's now possible to backtrack people to their originating IP addresses and to be able to track them down. And you know what, buddy? You are a scumbag scam artist, and we know who you are, and we know where you are, and we're going to, by God, find you, and you're going to give this lady her money back. What do you think of that? I'm sorry? Now, are you going to believe the facts, or are you going to believe what you desperately want to be true?
I want to believe the facts.
Then you need to admit to yourself you've been had.
Is that him calling you right now?
Yes, it's him.
Well, let me talk to you. Let me talk to
See,
you.
I told you this guy is relentless.
Hello? Go ahead, Sabrina. You can talk to him.
Yes.
I want to.
You want to what?
Well, I don't have much to say right now, but I know you're going
Why do you think I'm doing this? Do you know how bad you have hurt me? Do you know what you've done to me? You've ruined my life. I have no money left. I have nothing. And all you've done has been lying to me.
I know everyone is saying it now.
You know everyone is what?
I've been on TV.
He knows he's about to lose his six-figure mama, his fat cat, you know, the big mama. Yeah, I've told you that before. You're his cash cow. That's what he calls you. He's probably got off the phone with you and he's talking to his other little friends there. I'm about to lose her. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to call her back.
There goes
The
our
money
house.
pit. He knows how to get you, Mama. I've told you that
Block
a
his
million
number.
times. And until you tell him, listen, I can't say it on national
Sure
TV.
you can. I got a bleeper.
I just said you. Sarah! You never call me ever again, or I will hunt you down and I will
You asked for it.
kill you like the scumbag that you are, and you won't do it. And until you pick up that phone and you tell him never to call you ever again, and you lose my number, and I could block him. I've told you a million times I'll block his phone number from calling you. It makes me so hurt and angry. And until you pick up that phone and you do it, he's gonna keep calling you and preying on you and getting your every emotion.
What's really sad is there's been too many times when you've been over at the house. And
You're doing great.
Hi, sweetheart.